The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Up to about the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. As they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And Wilson has it. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Taken at about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go. Ohio, let's go. What?
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing. Let's round. Ohio.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
What's tight end?
Let's go! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it again with Sims. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Three down.
5 yards to gain here on third down.
Tight end to the right. Tight end to the right. Move.
Come on, let's flex round! Flex round!
Four down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more...
They'll run here with Sims. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, they run with Sims. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Sims. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Cut it left. Cut it left.
Let's go. Push.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
On third down, it's Sims. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Come on, let's go. 1-9.
Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 20. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. With Sims. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Sims lost it. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go!
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. To throw here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is...
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Cousins on first down. And to the left side here, Wilson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
In motion comes the tight end left. And now here's a carry heading left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go.
To throw, Cousins. Going up top. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And the drive begins here with Sims. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Ohio.
Check it back.
Flex round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now back to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They run the counter now on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. They're able to locate Wilson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Cousins now on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. Off the play fake, Cousins. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception.
What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there. 62 yards.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
And the play clock's running down. Now they try the right side here. And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Time running out here on the play clock. They're going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! 190! 190!
On play action, they'll throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Welcome back now here in London.
Come on, let's go! 190! Ohio! Ohio!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Ohio! Let's go!
Play clock winding down. Now a handoff looking right. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go! 190! 190!
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Play fake, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Defense showing blitz. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, that's Sims. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The play clock's running down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey. Let's go. Ohio.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang up. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second down now after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, and make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Cousins to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long for Cousins. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Throw left side complete. That's Lambert. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Flex Ohio. Ohio.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. They've got his man complete. The 30. 10. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar.